Welcome back, everyone. I'm Beth Haynes. A bill in Congress would require all smartphones be equipped with a kill switch that would wipe the phone clean if it's lost or stolen. Last week, Boeing unveiled its smartphone with this technology called the Boeing Black. The company says the phone is geared toward people who work for or with government agencies. The phone is expected to be out this summer. According to PC World, Verizon and T-Mobile are also taking steps to offer kill switches on the devices that they sell as well. So joining us now with more on this technology is Dan Thompson from Claris Networks. Always glad to catch up with you and find out the latest and greatest in the tech world. And this is pretty interesting. So let's talk about the kill switch technology and how it works.
Yeah, so this is particularly juicy, and I think you'll see why as we start to talk about this. So the idea of the kill switch, the name actually paints a pretty good picture. So the concept is someone steals your phone. You call the phone vendor that you use, Verizon, T-Mobile, whomever, and say, someone stole my phone, and then they will send some bit of information to the phone remotely, and it literally what we would call bricks the phone. So basically renders the phone totally useless. There's no going back. It's just as if you just threw the phone in the blender and chopped it up. Oh, wow. Obviously the phone doesn't physically explode or anything like that, but it's from a technological standpoint, it's done for. So that's sort of the idea behind it. And then there's just all sorts of fun conversations around that. Oh, I bet. Well,
let's look at the pros and the cons. Let's start with the pros.
So pros, you know, if you look at crime in America today is falling, depending on what stat you read, but phone theft is on the rise. So of the crimes that are kind of still climbing are phone theft. So one of the things that has been proposed with this is that if there was a kill switch, if there was something that you could do to permanently disable the phone, well then there's not really that big draw to steal the phone because, you know, as it sits in my pocket it's worth $600, but once it's dead it's worth nothing. So the idea there is there's no value left anymore in the phone. So that's kind of the pro. And then, you know, there's all sorts of kind of comments on, well, would it still be worth anything in parts? Is there still anything worth stealing? I would argue no. Nobody takes phones apart and uses, you know, uses them for parts anymore. So there's that.
So it would be a deterrent.
Well, yeah, so they say. Yes, so they say.
The big cons with this.
So, okay, the obvious one is there's a kill switch in my phone now. So
a little concerning.
Right, yeah. I mean, and the big things are, you know, this, what I don't like about this is the same things I don't like about a national kill switch on the internet that Obama and other administrations have discussed. To me, it's just too much power because you can totally disable the phone. So, well, what's the big deal on that? Well, let's say hackers get a hold of this and they invent a piece of malware that can instantly disable every phone that has it on it. So now, what's the target? Well, obviously, government phones are the target. Obviously, important people's phones are the target. So now, what if a terrorist in one fell swoop could disable literally every cell phone that every government employee has? Well, that begins to be a bit of a problem, right? Sure. So, you know, those are just kind of the questions. Is that theoretical? Absolutely it is. Would that ever happen? Maybe.
Is there a better solution than a kill switch when it comes to security in your phone?
So a couple of ways that people have tried to solve this problem in the past. So there are applications out there today that you can put on your phone that will allow you to track the phone. So, you know, as an example, a friend of mine actually lost his phone. A guy at the mall picked it up. He tracked it to the guy's house, knocked on the phone. He's like, oh yeah, I was going to try to figure out who it was somehow. Was able to get his phone back. With security systems today, you can also do what's called remotely wipe a phone. So to me, the value of my phone is bigger than the price tag associated with it. It's all the data that's on it. So with facilities easily implemented today, I can wipe all the data off of it. So you have the device and you have the value of just the hardware, but you don't have my intellectual property anymore. So those are ways that people have tried to solve that problem today, and I feel like are fairly effective. However, it's not stopping the crime rate. So I guess we kind of have to ask ourselves, what's more important to us? The vulnerability of the possibility that someone could kill all these phones all at once, or the fact that people are stealing phones like crazy, and there's a very good market for stolen phones.
Sure. And if this could make a dent.
Right. Yeah. If it could be a dent, would it be worth it? Yeah. Absolutely.
Very interesting. We mentioned Boeing, also Verizon and T-Mobile.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple other manufacturers bringing out these sort of high-end corporate secure phones.
Okay.
All of them are calling them black, which makes it very confusing.
I'm sure we'll talk more about this
Absolutely.
in the coming months. Thanks so much for coming on.
You're
we
welcome.
appreciate it. And we'll be right back after this break.